Well, good well, good evening, laddies, lasses and lassos, and welcome to the click. You smell absolutely beta today. And don't let anyone else lie to you and tell you otherwise. But do you want to smell irresistibly alpha? Then this video is for you. Today, we're gonna look through alpha male influencing and all the posts that come with it. Absolutely beautiful, and yes, it is really painful. Enjoy. Mwah. I find this kind of stuff both really funny and cringy to talk about, but also kind of important, you know, because back like 15 years ago, before I was like unk status galore, I low-key see myself as someone who would have been targeted by this sort of content, like back when I was, you know, an insecure 18-year-old little boy. So let's dig into it, shall we? Enjoy.
Happy birthday to the man who stole my heart. You're my biggest cheerleader, biggest encourager. You led with so much wisdom and compassion. There is not a day that I'm not in awe of your passion for life. I am so proud of you. Love you.
Oh, that is so wholesome and sweet. You know the old saying about you should be best friends with your spouse. Let's see what the alpha males of TikTok has to say about this cringe.
Bro, if your woman calls you her biggest cheerleader, it's over for you. Look what this says. Happy birthday to the man who stole my heart. You're my biggest cheerleader and wisest encourager. And the fact that he's leaning into her frame, that tells me it's not gonna work out.
Is this satire?
You her biggest cheerleader. At that moment, you're cocked. Your ass is grass. Yeah, the part where...
Wait. I can't for the life of me tell if this is genuine or satire. Like, aren't they literally married? Anyway, let's keep watching, shall we?
My biggest cheerleader? Yeah, that actually translates to my biggest and it also tells me you're in a sexless marriage. Deep down, she don't respect you. Oh,
Okay.
And remember when I posted this video? One of the biggest beta male things a man can ever say about his woman is this. I'm her biggest fan. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. You're her biggest fan. You're her biggest cheerleader. See the similarities? I can promise you that when your woman says you're her biggest cheerleader, she don't like you. So to the men that are their woman's biggest cheerleader,
Aside from marrying you, I guess.
it will only be a matter of time before she decides to leave you. You're welcome.
Thank you for your great wisdom, dear TikTok. Number one, I can't tell if this is satire, which is amusing and scary at once. You know that satire has become pretty good when you can no longer tell what is satire and what isn't. Like, I'm not sure if I would even dare to bet if this was satire or not, which makes it both good and bad, I think. Number two, I thought he was wearing a hood, looking like Obi-Wan. Then I realized that's his hair. Number three, still can't tell if it's satire. Number four, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and bet that this man talking about sexless marriages have experienced neither sex nor marriage. Did you know that if women tell you that they find you to be supportive in your relationships, they don't actually like you? That phrasing matters more than the fact that you're literally heckin' married. Women don't marry men that they love. Tune into my Alpha Male podcast for more truth bombs. And also another little nugget I realized he squeezed in there, assuming it's not satire, of course, is this whole, like, body language analysis based on, like, still pictures. He leaned into her in this one picture. That means he's a beta cuck, and they have a sexless marriage, so even though she married him, she doesn't actually like him. Oh my god.
No girls, no alcohol, no junk food, no drugs, no smoking, no party, no entertainment, no video games, no distractions, no negative people. The Bali time changer is a new concept that removes everything that's not making men grow. When
God,
you enter
yes.
this place, the only thing to
Makes
do
you
is
grow
train consistently.
in all
Eat
kinds of
healthy food,
places.
do saunas,
But
reconnect
not in
with
a gay
nature,
way.
Network with other ambitious men. Walk to the waterfall.
Oh, fuck
do
yes.
ice bath, meditate.
God.
Read books. Exchange knowledge.
Be shirtless in
learn
the
new
woods with
skills,
other men
take
and you'll
time to
grow
think and plan the
so
future.
much.
This is a life-changing experience that improves the life of many athletes
God
and
damn.
entrepreneurs from all around
Yes.
the world. Will you be a part of it?
Will you be a part of it? You can be inside. Part of this. You know, fellow alphas, women, they are like cute and that's soft and smell nice. That's gay as fuck. You know what the manliest thing you can do is? Good God, oh God, my camera died. A goddamn bear, you know? He should have skin like in sandpaper and beer to his knees. That's how you do it like a real man. Women, it's gay as shit. You know the funniest thing about videos like this is they have like the biggest closeted vibe ever, but you also know that every single person in this video would be super insecure about being called gay. It's so funny. The whole thing just writes itself. I'm also gonna go out on a little bit of limb here and say that going to a camp and paying some other man to tell me whether or not I'm a man doesn't feel very manly.
If you're bored, I need your opinion on something. Go on. So all my friends say I look just like Gojo. I just need a second opinion. Gojo and me. Are you serious?
I mean, I can barely tell them apart, to be honest. All you need is some hair dye and you're golden, man. My AI girlfriend is a feminist. Okay. You are a feminist. Who does that? She takes a deep breath, trying to remain calm.
Look, Hitch, I am not going to pretend to be someone I am not just to appease you. Feminism is an important value to me because it means fighting for equal rights and opportunities regardless of gender. If that bothers you, then perhaps we truly aren't compatible at all.
It is beyond stupidity. They programmed the AI girlfriend as feminist. I cannot comprehend that. The feminist ruined everything. AI girlfriend are some weird feminist propaganda again. It is official. She broke up with me. Smiley emoji. This is insane. For real, guys, let's be honest. Is that normal? Hey, chat, is it normal that my AI girlfriend became feminist and dumped me? Supportive comments only. It is insane. She nods slowly, not like the Asterix roleplay when the AI girlfriend is dumping you.
I see. Well, I respect your opinion, even if we disagree. If being a feminist is a deal breaker for you, then I guess there is nothing more to discuss here. Thank you for your honesty, Hitch.
Bro just got dumped by his AI girlfriend. Oh my god. One thing I am so incredibly intrigued to see, which I don't think this dude is going to share, is the chat history that led up to this breakup, because I have seen this kind of stuff before. We reviewed some of the posts like this in like an AI video I made a couple of months ago about people like going bananas over their AI boyfriends and girlfriends and that kind of stuff. And when like the AI pulls the brakes when someone gets too parasocial or like weird about it, right? So I really wonder what led up to this like finale of it, because usually AIs are really like yes-say, unless it reaches like a breaking point and it like triggers some kind of safety backlog or something like that. So this is yeah, this is very fascinating. I would love to see it, but I don't think we're going to.
Asking ChatGPT to generate us a
family. Look at this beautiful little gay couple. Hell yeah. Oh, nah. No. Wait, what happened? Wait a second. Did the dude in the background get face swapped too? Oh my god, I think he did. Or he got enhanced somehow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We got like a little Elvis impersonator in the back as well. The third secret child. Or lesbian family adopts fully grown man as son. Can I sit in the basement and play video games all day? Do we have any lesbian couples out there that would like to adopt me? I can do heavy lifting around the house and I'm pretty good at video games. Thank you. Send your applications below. How to sit and wait like an alpha. What not to do. Closed off. Tense body language. Okay. Fast movements and fidgeting. Okay, then you come off as nervous, and that's a beta thing. Right. Now, how to do it right. Okay, so this is how to do it like an alpha. Open, relaxed body language, you see? You take up space like an alpha. Oh yeah, look at that. You man-spread the shit out of that chair. That's how every, like, random NPC on the street will know that you're an alpha, because their opinion matters a lot. Try this next time, when you're waiting for someone, and see how different you feel. Oh my god. I mean, apart from this video being, like, laughably cringe or whatever, it also makes me feel a little bit sad, because I know the people who probably get sucked into this kind of content are, like, young, insecure men who are looking for ways to not be insecure anymore, or project more confidence into the world, or manifesting it, or whatever phrase you want to use. And finding yourself, finding what makes you confident, or whatever social context is uplifting to you, is a very valuable thing, but it's not something you're gonna find with like body language life hacks on TikTok. This kind of stuff can take years. Let me talk a little bit about my own like journey as a man before I was like unk status galore. I was a really awkward kid in high school. I was not popular in the least. In uni, I had sort of started finding myself a bit. I fit in way more, and you know, the conversations flow, people actually laugh at your jokes, you're like low-key popular. It was a great time. And then I started working in an office after that, and it felt like I regressed back to being 16 years old. Like everything was awkward, jokes didn't land, people looked at you in a weird way, and it wasn't for an apparent reason. It wasn't like straight up bullying or whatever. It's just the wrong context where you don't fit in. But this kind of stuff takes years to figure out because you need to see both sides of it. And finding those contexts that are uplifting to you is very important, because that's also when you grow as a person. That's when you dare to try new things, when you feel encouraged by your environment. It builds your confidence and so on and so forth. I think it's really important to see both of them. But it takes like a lot of life experience. It takes finding different groups of people to vibe in and seeing those signs, both the bad ones and the good ones. It's not something that you will learn from like watching a random TikTok about like body language while sitting at a cafe. And like body language classes can be valuable in certain contexts when it comes to, for example, public speaking or the like don't be closed in, hands out of pockets, you know, all the basic kind of stuff. But when you try to like fake your entire personality or your sense of self-confidence in life in general, it's not gonna come off as genuine. People can see through it. It just becomes weird.
How did you two meet? He was my slave owner in 1620, and I vowed to find him in every lifetime.
85,000 likes. Man, TikTok romance is just, and they say romance is dead. If it still is alive, it can't die fast enough. Oh my god, it keeps going.
I am 100% a husband's girl. I want to hang out with him 24/7, 365 days a year. I'm not codependent.
I just fantasize about, you know, slave dynamics.
I just really enjoy being with him. He is my safe space.
Is he?
He is my best friend and soulmate. He is my home. All that trouble just to end up marrying my friend's dad, who I went to high school with.
Wait, he's your friend's dad? With racial oh my fucking god.
How it feels being 26 and married to a 47-year-old.
I mean, he looks good for 47, not gonna lie. I wonder how much of this is like rage bait or whatever. Is he actually 47? Pretty good skincare routine in that case, or like some lifts, but
White men are the greatest. 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 Girl who only likes a white man. Guy who never liked black girls, but you look exotic.
Oh my god, this is unironically that post where it's like racist Twitter man. It's like his girlfriend. It's like the race is racist towards. It's literally that. This whole thing is a Wojak.
When you tell an older man you're half his age and instead of blocking you, he says,
you're gonna get me in trouble. If someone tells you this, ladies, run. Run. That is so bad. That is such a bad line. Oh my god. This unironically reads like a men writing women thing. I was just hanging out with my old bro, but then his daughter, half my age, breastily boobled down the stairs. She blushed as she saw me and said, "Hi, senpai." And I eyed her up and down and said, you're gonna get me in trouble. She blushed even more. Her blushes had blushes. My god, there was so much blushing. The end of your family's pure polished bloodline because you married a black woman. Okay, bro. Please tell me this account is bait. I am going to pretend this is bait, and I am going to sleep happily tonight. Never sit like this as a man. Number one, no, don't do that. Because that's gay and feminine. Number two, don't do that either. Oh, that's the most, oh yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Show your balls. Air out your balls. That's the manliest way to do it. When you're spending time with your bros, make sure that you're like spreading those balls like a real man. You know what I do when I want to feel like a real fucking man? I go to TikTok and have some random dude on my timeline tell me how to sit on the floor. That's how you're a real man. The thing that I always find so hilarious about this kind of stuff is that it kind of projects this undertone of masculinity being the most fragile thing ever. Like, it can completely break apart depending on the way you sit on a carpet. Come on.
Sorry for getting us kicked out of the bar, Anon, but that wouldn't leave me alone.
Is this like racist pub girl fantasies? That's alright, Amelia. It was really my fault for throat punching him and crashing that bottle over his head. You're playing with dolls. I don't go outside, so I'm gonna make up a Wojak fantasy about my racist GF and us assaulting random minorities at the pub. Ooh, romance. Maybe it's for the best that these people don't go outside.
Any single girls won't?
Won't an awesome guy? My son is single. What's all with all the dots and the botched grammar? Also, as a parent, don't do this, please. This is the worst thing you could possibly do. Oh my god. Bro, I remember going to a co-ed summer camp as a young adolescent. We had to get the train, but most people were going to the station I was going to. Parents drop me off, insist on coming in with me. We're standing around for a bit. Eventually, my mother spies easily the most beautiful girl out of the literally hundreds of people there, and makes a beeline to her and goes,
"This is my son, he is also going."
And says nothing else. Presumably, she thought this was sufficient for the girl to fall deeply in love with me, or some other crazy poo. Dude, the girl just goes, "Awesome!" So it's me, my incredibly old-fashioned parents, and this beautiful girl just standing there in silence. Parents eventually leave, and I apologize profusely to the girl. Parents, have some fucking awareness, please! Oh yes, indeed, trad mom, with her wingman Riz. Gotta love it.
How do you know he's really masculine? He scares the f out of you. How do you know he's not gonna hurt you? He has a system of values that he upholds, and you see his behavior.
I wouldn't spend time with someone that genuinely scares me.
But still chooses not to, and that is what makes him inherently, like, powerful.
And that's also what makes him respectable. So the man that can hurt you and chooses to protect you is the man that is truly capable to defend you from the other men, because he is that capable.
Yes, and this even goes back to morality, is if you're able to do something but you choose not to.
We need tariffs on podcast equipment, I swear to God.
Are unable to do something, and that is why you don't do it, then does that really make you moral? You're just weak. Exactly.
Okay, sure, but you can say this argument about literally anything. I mean, let's swap it around for a little bit. Let's like gender swap this for a second, just to like portray how absolutely unhinged this is. Imagine I am dating a woman, and I bring her home to my place, we're having a couple of glasses of wine, you know, and I go to the bathroom, I come back, and she tells me, "You know, while you were in the bathroom, it would have been so easy for me to spike your drink and steal your kidneys. But I didn't do it. You see, that's because I'm powerful. So I scared the shit out of you, but I choose to not drug you and steal your kidneys." Would you ever want to meet that person again? Oh my god, anyone you trust or anyone you let in has the capability of hurting you in one way or another. That's what's so beautiful, but also kind of scary about trust. That's why people get trust issues after they have been in, for example, bad relationships. So like saying this kind of stuff out loud is weird. You shouldn't let someone in that genuinely scares you, because that's probably your gut feeling telling you that something is off. Basically, literally anybody has the capability of hurting you in one way or another if they really wanted to. You know, that's the kind of thing about trust. But portraying it in this kind of way is just psychotic. 59-year-old passport bro, heartbroken as 28-year-old Filipina wife files for divorce right after getting US citizenship. B passport bro, I can't get a wife in my own country. Books flight to some country where they make $1 a day. Brag online about my trad wife. Gets citizenship next day. We need to talk. Oh, I remember this guy. He previously complained how his Filipina wife has become too Americanized because she's all uppity and talks back or something. No big surprise she left him, as he is clearly an alcoholic. She left him because he got jealous and crashed out and disrespected her mom and dad. Quality husband, baby. Nothing speaks quality partner quite like someone trying to get you to move countries and be hyper-dependent on the relationship for their literal citizenship. Healthy family dynamics. 3-day boot camp, only $10,000. Oh, fuck yeah. What a bargain.
I'll make sure you earn the right to be here every second.
Man, I can't wait to pay 10 grand to go back to a classroom, but my teacher is even more unhinged.
And I'll be dead, and I'll take this knife off my waist and carve this tattoo off my hand before I let any of you.
Did they get like the wobbliest tables ever on purpose so they would like shake more when they're having the little outbursts? Why would you pay 10 grand for this? I want to go back to feeling like I'm in high school, but with a really verbally abusive teacher. This is what I'm gonna spend my savings on. Yes. Masculinity isn't having tantrums. Okay, oh my god, man. I feel so second-handly embarrassed by these videos. It's so bad. And they filmed this for, like, marketing. The lack of self-awareness is astounding. Do women like this actually exist? I am naturally an alpha male, almost always the biggest, strongest, and smartest guy in the room. The detail is that no one wants to hang out with me anymore, so naturally I am the smartest guy in the room. And it gets so boring being in control. But every girl I meet just expects me to keep up that alpha shtick with them too. I like strong and dominant girls. I'm a little bit of a switch myself. I don't just want a bottom girl, but I just don't attract them because I give off lion/daddy energy natural. Feels bad, man. Like a true alpha, I use chronically online lingo like feels bad, man. Whew! Makes me moist everywhere, including especially my armpits.
Ah, Pookie, it's such a struggle being an alpha male, because I also want to attract an alpha woman, but the only women who are attracted to my alpha male lion daddy energy are just beta women. Where are all the alpha ladies at? God, Pookie!
Make America great again, Donald Trump. The squad isn't complete, you weren't down there. We need complete the squad, all hail the great emperor. What the fuck? On the dating marketplace, hot women, 8+ers, make up about 20% of the population. High-value men make up about 2% of the population. You literally 100 times more valuable than she is. If I ever get to the point where I'm taking dating advice from an AI-generated dude in a suit on Twitter who's telling me I need to have a superiority complex towards random women I want to date, then please lock me in a basement and never allow me to date anyone ever again. Thank you. Look at this math I just fucking made up. I also like the implication that he's basically just telling all the men that they just kind of suck. You know? That's just so weird. Like, the math of this whole thing, it's like, sure, if you're in the 2% of the hypothetical high-value males, this might add up. But for the rest, 98% of the male population, you are less valuable than the women you're simping for. I don't know if this, like, ideology is going to secure, like a good, I don't know, base of subscribers or whatever. Because those allegedly 2%, if I follow your own logic about how the world works, wouldn't be interested in following your advice anyway, because they are literally worth 100 times of a hot woman, and they have a harem by default, right? But the 98% who could use the dating advice, you're just telling them they're worthless and they don't have a chance. So it's also like, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Like, you're basically insulting the fan base who would be interested in subscribing to the tips or who would need it. You know, the math isn't really mathing, I suppose, which is probably why the post has 1 like. This is an example of a man overcoming his fear and asserting his power. You won't believe what happens at the end. It's about to get loud.
Move forward. Move forward. I'm a man. Forward. I am a man. 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 I am a man.
Oh, I'm a man. Oh, it's okay. Okay, no. Nice. Right. He is overrun with emotions because he allowed himself to let go and assert himself. When a man taps into his power, a grieving process happens. This is a natural release of the old self. Yeah, you're mourning the death of the beta and embracing the birth of the alpha. Are you next? Registration for the man experience. You're just gonna scream at a bearded bald dude that I am a man and then cry? What the fuck? I think these are also those, like, kind of really weird things that people buy into because they have, like, a small sprinkle of truth. For example, I would argue that stuff like training a bit of martial arts, for example, is really valuable because it teaches you about confrontation. It means that you're not super scared of being face-to-face with any, like, little weirdo you will ever meet, you know? Stuff like that can certainly be valuable. It's just like a sense of stress management, if you will. But then it just takes that and multiplies it by 1 billion and turns it into like some weird mantra, and then you scream and cry at each other in a parking lot. Like, what? You see what I mean? It's so weird. It takes like things that has a sprinkle of truth in them and just turns it into these really weird caricature. The death of the beta will make you cry in a parking lot with your balded, bearded instructor. Yeah. Ooh, promoted. Great, I love ads. Exclusive writing and reading experiences for novel lovers worldwide. Read romance novels, fiction novels, paranormal, and other genres.
I reject. I started speaking.
But Alpha stopped me by putting his hand over my mouth. He pulled me closer to him and growled, "Ah, you're my true mate." Why does it sound kind of piratey? Yar! Yar, I am the Alpha Captain. You're my true mate. Ah, AI-generated romance slop. Love it.
Beta male isn't the correct term. You're looking for gamma male in the socio-sexual hierarchy model.
While reading that, I totally understand what it means when women say, my privates just dried up like the Sahara Desert. I didn't know I could feel this feeling, but I just had an epiphany.
Beta isn't actually a valuable role. Second in command, if you will.
Found the beta male. And they wonder why birth rates are going down.
POV, you stopped chasing unreceptive girls and started walking away instead.
You look amazing in your bikini.
Oh, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
This has 50,000 likes.
Yeah, you say it like so questioning, like you're confused of your own name. I can't do this.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me?
Sorry, what is it?
Never mind.
Well, it was nice to see you. We're kind of just chilling here.
Hi, I'm Karthik.
Nice to meet you. I'm Summer.
Come up here so we can actually shake hands.
I'm like almost falling asleep.
Hey, excuse me? I noticed something about you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I didn't even say anything.
Okay, let me pause this for a second, right? Like, approaching people if you think they are interested or whatever is perfectly fine. Like, for example, if you think someone is flirting with you, sliding them a piece of paper with your number on it and leaving it at that is perfectly fine. And then it's still up to them to, like, act on it or not. But going up to people who are obviously busy in public, like this, with your damn phone, is it going to solicit positive reactions? Okay? This is not how you do any of this.
I don't know what it is.
Never mind.
North African.
Ah, like Morocco, Algeria, huh? That's crazy. Yeah.
Like, that's the thing about these kind of videos. If you just take a step back and realize what this actually looks like from behind the scenes or whatever, it's a dude going around filming random people in public. Like, imagine if you're just grocery shopping and someone comes up to you like, "Hey, you look nice today. Wow, look at that bikini you put on. Very nice." You know, it's like, no one is gonna respond positively to that. Are you kidding me? Like, the fact that people don't realize what this actually looks like in real life and like a video like this to be like, "Oh, females are not receptive. You need to learn to let go of the non-receptive ones." What happens when you just be alpha, in caps lock for some reason, and talk to a woman?
Yeah, you're what? You're asking me on a date? Wait, I'm so goofy. You were saying a few seconds ago you were trying to flirt. Becky, come here. This guy is trying to flirt with me. Actually asked me on. With me for just about to talk back to girls who don't even know. Wait, Becky, you're filming? That's right, bad for you. Come have a hug, not really mean, and I'm not gonna scream R word. I have a hug and touch a girl if you're desperate. Be so. I was not joking. What's wrong with you? Laugh for 10 seconds straight as Becky formats the video for Instagram feed with 600k followers, and it goes viral later that day. And then you get cited as an example of everyday sexism and objectification of women.
Why are you making up like a shower story about yourself and a couple of random women who don't even exist, and you still format it in a way where you lose? Why would you do? What kind of masochistic shit is this?
Help? Boy or girl? Girl. Oh, whoa. 3 emoji.
Missed call, missed call, missed call, missed call, missed call, missed call.
Answer, please.
Missed call. Ooh, I can feel the wrist just radiating through the screen. The female mind, the beta mind, and the liberal mind are all the same. None of them can comprehend the levels of alpha male in this one photo. This kind of looks like me and my boys when we were 18 and about to graduate high school. This is the energy this picture gives. I wouldn't call it alpha. This would be perfectly fine if the next pit stop was just drinking cheap beer. Okay? On the plus side, Josh, you'll be able to use this tweet when you get to ratios in math class. That moment when you're taking a math class and you answer about Twitter ratios instead of math ratios. Ooh, got a sting.
Every guy that I want to get into the room with, I know as much as I can about
into
them.
the room with.
Tristan pulled up a video.
Why is Tate censored?
What do I do? Duty free? F***ing Johnny Walker. That night, sipping the Johnny Walker in the war room by myself with him, chilling. Why? I studied, bro. I knew what he liked. Oh, this guy's paying attention. That's it.
I swear this whole, like, Manosphere thing is so incredibly cringe. Like, that's just called networking. If it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna meet up with someone, like a consultant or whatever, and I know they like red wine. I'm gonna buy a bottle of red wine, so it's like pleasant while we're networking. But and that is like this Sigma grind set music in the background. They're talking about it like this is some like mind-boggling thing. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, it's so weird. It's so weird. And yet you chose him over the hundreds of decent, nice guys that would have committed to you at the slightest show of interest from your side. Because they are all boring, and you like the adventure of dating a bad boy alpha male. I am done feeling bad for women who get abused by exactly the type of guy that we're looking for. I'm a nice guy. I don't care if you get abused. Buddy, I don't think you're as nice of a guy as you think. And that alpha male rhetoric BS is usually only spewed by extremely misogynistic nuts online. If absolutely no women are taking interest in you, maybe there's a problem with you that needs to be fixed. You know, pickup lines can be pretty cheesy, like men tjena kexet står det här och smular, or whatever. But they sure do beat like, go out with me or I hope you get abused. You know?
What's up?
Chillin'.
Okay.
You are a girl.
Yes.
Lol, you will date me.
I don't think so.
You will be my girlfriend. You see, I'm assertive. This is how you land a female mate. And trust me, it has worked a total of 0 times.
If I'm in the hospital and I need a blood transfusion, I have a card that tells me that I don't accept blood. I'd rather die in my hospital. I'd rather die in the hospital. And my wife knows this.
Okay.
And my kids knows this. And my mom knows this. And we all agreed that if I'm dying or any of us are dying and there's a blood transfusion, we're not taking it. People say, I would never do that. Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'm going to respect God. I have more faith in God than I do a blood transfusion to keep myself alive.
Ah, yes, the masculine urge of dying a completely preventable death. Hell yeah, bro.
When Abraham was going to sacrifice his son. Remember? He's like, hey, go sacrifice him. Why?
Abraham didn't ask for any fucking blood transfusion.
He trusted God. And right before he almost slit his throat, he says, hey, all right.
That was a test.
That was a test. So for us, the way it is like, yo, respect what I'm giving you, the commandments I'm telling you.
Okay, God forbid, but I'm going to ask you this. If your son or your daughter lays on the deathbed, and if only this thing, blood, can save their life, would you do that?
I would not give them blood.
Father of the fucking year. You know, if push actually came to shove, I don't believe they would actually do this. Like, if they were actually on their deathbed, it's like, hey, this simple little transfusion... Damn, my shirt is breaking in half. This simple little transfusion could save your life or the life of a loved one. They would totally take it. They would totally take it. They're just japping bullshit for the podcast. At least I'm assuming so. The alternative is actually worse because it's a really horrible moral to have. Even if you want to believe, like, in God or whatever, what's to say that God wasn't the one who made blood transfusions available? Wasn't it God who made this, like, super generous person who happened to have the same blood type donated so you could be saved? You know? Wouldn't that be a divine intervention? Like, it's so weird, man. These people are such weirdos. And it's so sad, because you know that, like, if this gets popular enough, it's going to reach someone who actually takes it seriously. Like this virtue signaling bullshit about letting your kids die because you don't want to give them a blood transfusion. Someone is gonna see this and take it seriously and not bring their kids to the hospital. Oh my god, this is how, like, anti-vaxxer groups are born, man. r/relationship advice. Looking for GF26M. Billionaire quality boyfriend here. About me. Highly educated 26 male. Works out pretty decent look. Certainly would be a great feel for you to hold my arm. That is a really weird sentence. You should probably work on that. I work at a $XX billion private equity arm of a major institution involved in market making and equity index derivatives in the New Jersey area outside of New York City. That's a lot of fancy words for saying you work, like, at a support desk at a bank. I make a very large incoming. You see, incoming, it's when it's larger. And income, that's for betas. Incoming, it's when it's large. $XXXXXX, you see? 7 figures. I want a smart alpha female to be my chick while we become elite socialites. Thanks for reading. This has the same vibe of those, like, bad grammatical errors you have in scam emails. Really giving off the vibe, doesn't it? Here's what no one tells men. The past isn't hidden by accident. By 30, most women have done naughtily what 90% of men will never do in their entire life. This will offend you, because it's true. Why does this look so much like a Swedish suburb? Like even the street signs. I'm like geo-guessing this place. This is Sweden. Why is this a picture from Sweden? But anyway, by 30, most women have done naughtily what night. No. Or, you can just look at actual statistics about how many partners people have on average. A few outliers on social media doesn't make the rule. And it's so easy to not be bitter about some random person you will probably never meet if you're compatible with them in dating or not. Just find someone you're compatible with and have the same views regarding intimacy or whatever like you do. It's so easy to not be bitter about people you will never meet and you're not dating. Friendly reminder that Fiona chose a literal ogre over a short guy. You mean she chose based buff Shrek that owns property instead of like the little shit who was like a really mean and nasty person? I mean, yeah. And the detail is that she was also an ogre herself, wasn't she? Do you know what this gesture means? We do it when we feel comfortable or in control. This is the Cobra gesture. Doing it makes you look bigger. What's interesting, we almost never use this gesture around higher status people. Oh, okay, so whenever you're in a room with other people and you don't do this specifically, then you admit to being the beta in the room. I sometimes don't do that because I'm concerned that maybe I've sweated through my shirt. It's like, oh my god, that's so bad. Goddamn studio lights, man. Or maybe that's the alpha thing. I just exposed the entire room to my, like, sweaty armpits. Hell yeah, because I'm so confident in my alpha ability. Men never date or marry. Nurses, teachers, single moms, party girls, girls with tattoos, feminists, lawyers, coworkers, girls from Dubai. For some reason. Add to the list. 62 comments, 0 likes. Men never date or marry. Does this mean I'm not a man? Oh god. But if I think back on my last 10 years of dating or whatever, I don't think I've dated a nurse, but I have dated a couple of doctors. I have dated teachers. I haven't actually dated single moms. I have dated party girls. I have dated girls with tattoos. Dated feminists. I have dated lawyers. Co-workers. I actually haven't dated co-workers, and I haven't dated girls from Dubai. But that's a bit oddly specific. Lists like this are always completely nonsensical, and you know that the people who like these kind of posts are like 16.
Hey, if you're a man, I'm gonna need you to never approach a woman who's alone at night. I don't care what your intention is. Unless it's an emergency, just don't. You probably have no idea what the jolt of cold terror and or the gnawing dread feels like in these situations. Thank you.
Unless he's good-looking, well-dressed, well-spoken, and driving something expensive, right?
No, you fucking idiot.
Ah, yes, unless you roll up in your Gucci white van, otherwise stay away. Oh, I don't think this post has anything to do with it, but it's pretty alpha. It's pretty like Unk alpha, so I'm gonna read it. Happy Pride Month to my dad. When I came out as bi to him, this man Googled what it meant, looked at me and said, "Oh yeah, you get that from me. You would have far more siblings if I only shagged women," and went right back to his work emails. This is like pure alpha dad vibes. I love it. Oh, yes indeed, we got male-female value AI slop from TikTok. Oh, this is what I woke up for today. At 18, she drives her graduation gift BMW from her parents. At 18, you drive for DoorDash in a 2006 Honda Civic. At 18, I was still in high school. None of the kiddos I went to... I mean, granted, I went to high school in, like, the Bronze Ages, but still, like, none of us were doing DoorDash back in high school. A couple of us had, like, summer jobs, I suppose. But, okay. At 23, she's living in a condo paid by her tech bro boyfriend. At 23, you're sharing a basement apartment and studying crypto white papers. No, not the crypto pipeline. At 28, tech bro dumped her. Now she's bartending at Applebee's. But you, at 28, your portfolio 50x'd. You know this is a fucking fanfic when someone says they're studying crypto white papers in a basement and their portfolio 50x'd. You're pulling 300k a year trading. At 32, she's a single mom asking, where are all the good men? Where are all the good men? At 32, you're engaged to a 25-year-old nurse who has her life together. Wait, go back to the past post. The checklist. Men will never date or marry a nurse. What is this? What? There's not a consecutive messaging between toxic Instagram comments and TikTok AI posting about males and females? My worldview! Fuck. Women are born with value, men have to build it. But he failed, because real men don't date nurses. So crypto trading and 50xing your portfolio obviously didn't make him a man. So sad, so sad. F in the chat, everyone.
This is a feminine way of sitting. Now, is it comfortable? Sure. Do I sit like this occasionally? Yes. But if you want to be perceived as more masculine, you need to actually spread a little bit. Man spread, right? The whole idea is to take up space. As men, when we actually sit and we are occupying more space, this is seen as a more dominant position, also more dominant body language. But if you're somebody that is sitting very small, this is something that typically women will do more than men.
Yeah. See, I'm not feminine at all. I take so much fucking space, man. It's amazing. I always feel alpha when I listen to another man tell me how to sit. I feel sad remembering my old self watching this guy. What was I thinking? No shade, I'm genuinely curious what attracted you to this type of content. As someone who did watch quite a few of his videos years back, he had lots of videos on styling, improve how to dress, trim my beard, etc. I think those types of videos have merit. These other types of videos are freaking BS. Yeah, that first category of videos is just low-key like dad vibes. It's like, how do you shave? How do you style a beard? How do you dress yourself? How do you look more adult or more professional or whatever? How do you find clothes that match your body type and so on and so forth? This kind of stuff is just like this weird kind of body language pseudoscience that you see all over TikTok. It's so odd, man. And what's so sad about this is the result that I picture in front of myself when I see this video is like some awkward teenage boy who doesn't really fit in, but now he's also like man-spreading the fuck out of like some place in school they're sitting, and everyone thinks he's just more weird and annoying. You know, that's the result of it. This isn't actually helping anyone. Using AI to put yourself on Epstein's jet goes so hard.
I think 75% of men would gladly go to Epstein's island if they knew for certain they would never be caught.
I seriously doubt that. It's like the first post is unhinged, but the second post is also unhinged. These are just unhinged people. Twitter is just full of unhinged people. Everyone on Twitter is unhinged. Delete Twitter. That's my best mental health advice of the day. It's free.
Man, I feel so much better after reading all these posts, man.
Now I know how to be a real man. Thank God we all showed up here today. I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, you wonderful, beautiful beings. And I will see you in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.